Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Pretty active out in the tropics, to say the least. We got several systems we're keeping track of out there. We have, of course, Aaron, which is a hurricane. And then we got two other disturbances, one kind of in the middle of the Atlantic, and then one just off the African coastline, that both show signs that they'll could develop here in the long run, not in the short term. So in the short term, we're okay there. Let's go ahead and check out the Hurricane Aaron first off. And it has been spinning there just off the Bahamas. The good news for the islands there of the Bahamas, it's not moving towards them. It's moving to the north and west at 7. It's 110 mile per hour Category 2 storm that is growing in strength, or losing strength, losing strength. It was Category 3 earlier this morning, and it's dropped to Category 2. The good news here with this storm is we fully anticipate it'll make a big right-hand turn back out to sea and not impact the U.S., not directly. Now, indirectly, there's going to be massive waves along the East Coast. There's going to be deadly rip currents and obviously high surf and coastal erosion and all those sorts of things, particularly on the outer banks of North Carolina. So this will have impacts. But thankfully, like I said, not direct impacts. And so that'll spare a lot of folks there along the East Coast. But once again, the islands there off the what we call the outer banks there are going to get pretty good side swipe from the storm, and they will have real issues. So they're not going to be completely out of the loop on this. So we're going to keep tracking Aaron for us, but it looks like once again it'll be something that'll be off the East Coast and not directly impacting the U.S. Then we got these other two ones out there in the Atlantic, one kind of the mid-Atlantic. That one looks like it's going to follow almost in a direct line with Aaron. I'm a little more concerned with that other one that's off the African coastline. That one may dive a little farther to the south. See, the thing is, when these systems, let me go ahead and move this, that'll drop some of the arrows and stuff. When they get here to the islands, if they're north of the islands when they get there, they're more likely to do what Aaron is doing and turning back out. But if they come in through the islands, then they're more likely to head towards the Gulf. So that's sort of a big inflection point. Where do they go? Right now, it looks like that first one, like I said, will make kind of a similar path to Aaron. But that farther one may go a little farther to the south. It's too early to know exactly, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye. I mean, here's the thing to think about. If that storm, let's say that one that's way out there off Africa, that one does get into the Gulf. Are you ready? It'll take a week before it could do that, if it's going to do that. But are you ready? That's a question you need to ask yourself now, and be prepared just in case something. I mean, eventually something will threaten the Gulf, so just keep that in mind. Be ready for it. The heat index today back up to around 105, so another very hot day for us here across the area. Not very great, although there is. I'm sorry, and of course I touched something and it pulled something else up. Let me go to another one of my rundowns here, because I want to pull up some other stuff here. I want to show you some of what we're dealing with today with a little bit more detail. One rundown had good detail with the tropics. This other one had better detail with today's conditions. All right. So the highs today, you can see it be in the mid-90s for most of us today. 95 Mobile, 97 in Calvert. Look at that, upper 90s. Calvert, Chatham, Leakesville, very hot today. Monroeville, Evergreen, 96 degrees. But you notice over in the Panhandle, 90 in Crestview, 90 in Milton, 89 in Pensacola, 89 in Navarre. So not quite as hot in the Panhandle. There is some drier air kind of filtering into the very north and eastern part of our area. And you can see it here. This is our water vapor loop. And if you look here, you can kind of see the movement here. It's kind of like this. There's an easterly movement to some of this dry air. So some of this is filtering into our area. Now, it's a minor thing, but it will impact some folks today. And you'll see it here on the heat index numbers that stay below 100 in some of the north and eastern parts of our viewing area, say around Evergreen, Bruton, Crestview, upper 90s instead of 104 with the so I mean, is it a major thing? No, very, very minor, but it helps out some of us today with slightly lower heat index values out there. Otherwise, pretty quiet. We don't have any rain on the radar this morning, and as we go through the day, should be pretty quiet. Now, there will be some pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the eastern parts of our viewing area, mainly in the Panhandle, it looks like. So most of us have about a 20% chance of rain. If you're in the Panhandle, you're in the Northwest Florida area, you got about a 40% chance of rain today. So it depends on where you're at. But the not huge rain chances one way or the other, but there will be some showers and storms out there later on today. Here is the planner for today. We're looking at highs in the mid-90s. Around lunchtime, it should be in the lower 90s. But once again, that's a hot day. no matter which way you slice it. I know some areas have slightly lower humidity, and that will help out. But still, it's going to be a very hot day. This evening's going to be pretty warm as well, right up through sunset. Then once the sun sets, temperatures drop off into the lower 80s. Once again, there's another look. I just had this kind of in there for this longer forecast. And once again, this is Aaron staying off the east coast of the U.S., but not far. So there will be impacts that they'll have to deal with up along the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Our ripcord risk is low. So in the Gulf, things are super quiet right now and calm. I mean, I've been watching some of these camera shots of the beach this morning. Super calm, looking fantastic. So that is good news. We do have purple flags flying for the jellies, so watch out for those. The boating forecast looks really good here for today and the next several days as well. No problems there. Here's your long-range outlook. You do see some improvements by the upcoming weekend. So what's going to happen is a cold front's going to drop to the south. Now, it's an August cold front, not an October one, so it's not going to knock our temperatures. It's not going to be like a big fall blast, but we go from 95 to about 90 towards the end of the week. That's an improvement. We'll take it where we can get it. There will also be some slightly higher rain chances as well, so we'll see a few more showers and storms around. So here's another look here at your 7-day forecast. Hope you have yourself a good day. We'll catch up with you soon here at Fox 10.